Welcome back, IP6. I hope you're doing great, you're staying safe, and you're staying home. This is lesson number 17, and we continue about our last lesson for 3D software. So we'll just continue on the platform itself, and we just open the website as usual and continue from where we have left off. So we go to learn, see all the lessons. We go to learn, we click lessons, see all the lessons, and go to where we have left off. So twist earrings. We can start here. So we just follow step by step what it says. So we drag the cylinder shape in right here. And we will change the diameter to be 15. We have to change both. And the height to be 2. And of course, we can change the grid to be more precise. So we can move it. We can rotate it. To be 90 degrees. And after that, we have to move it. So it says to change the snap. So we already changed it beforehand, so we don't need to do it anymore. Now that we have done that, we can check this from the front view. Don't forget, this little cube can help you to move the views. Also, you can use your mouse if you think that's better. And we just go back to the front top view and move it a bit front. Maybe we can move it a bit lower to precisely fit it there. Once we have it, we go to the next step and copy and paste and rotate it 60 degrees. So this lesson helps you to learn how to use the rotation tool more. So now we can rotate it to be 60 degrees. I suppose other way. $60 degrees, but not sure why. Maybe we can try -60 maybe. Okay, -60 degrees in here, and we move it down a bit. We fit it around to make sure it's in the same correct location. We bring it a bit lower, go back to the top, remove it a bit. Once we have this, we go to the next step. We zoom in, we copy and rotate 60 degrees. Maybe we can try -60 again. All right, so I suppose when we turned it before, we did something by mistake. So that's why we have to do -60 degrees instead of 60 degrees, but that's fine. as long as we're getting the shape correctly. And we have to fit it, of course, in the orange area and move it to the marked orange area, as I told you. And we continue the process with more cylinders. And then once we have our new shape, we rotate it again. -60. And we got our shape. We move it down. We go back up. We move it into the right position. We go to the front. And it should be the same two shapes, I suppose. So we could try to copy them. So our work is done faster. And see the top view, the other side to make sure everything is right, seems fine. And we go to the next step for finishing up by selecting all the shapes except the earring part and attaching and earring attached near the top and make it as a single object. So we select all and we group them. Maybe we can also group that including this. Now we group them and we got our final shape. That's it. That's for the earring, and we can continue by going back to the projects and back to the projects again, going down. We did a lot of work so far together, and by yourself, of course, you can continue till the last step if you like, if you have fun doing this one. But for today, we just go through maybe one or two more. So now we have this shape that we want to make, and seems very complicated, so you have to read through the instructions, of course. Rotate the camera and notice how his arms are not directly connected to his body. This is because each arm will attach directly to each side of the motor's axle, while his body will fit around the motor's enclosure. When the motor is powered by the battery box, his arms will pinwheel. Click and drag the monkey to see how currently all three parts are grouped together. We'll keep him grouped for now to make it easier to position him relatively to circuit assembly. Eventually, though, we will ungroup these components so that they can be exported independently. The way when you print 3D, the way you 3D print the parts, they can be positioned individually to reduce support material. Now continue to the next step. All right, so like maybe you can first click on it to see how the things are connected and look from the top, zoom in and look from the side, maybe get the arms. And once you do that, go to the next step. Next step is finding a circuit assembly. So it says we go to circuit assembly. We go to basic shapes and go through everything. you have to find circuit assembly. I suppose it's this one. So you go to electronics. The menu is a bit different, I believe. So you can go to the electronics, and once you go there, you will see your options right here. And click the shape panel, drop down to circuit assembly from the list. Notice how for each circuit assembly there are composing cutouts, and continue to the next step to explore more. Next is drag the spin circuit assembly into the editor. So we have to find this shape. I believe it's this one, or maybe not. Maybe we have to go lower to see more options. All right, we can select circuit assembly here also. And when we do that, we can see spin circuit. I think it's this, but there's no shape here. So maybe we are having some problems. All right, here it is. So we bring it in, and once we drag the spin circuit into the editor, drag out 3 spin cutouts. So we find the spin cutout, and notice how if you click the spin assembly or spin cutout, there is a drop down, which is this one. And in the inspector, to switch between 2 different types, you can choose to have the motor axle to holder or parallel. We'll keep it the way it is, and for example, so there's no need to change anything. So basically we don't change anything. If it says perpendicular, if it says that, you don't change it, so you can see it here. So we keep that, and continue to the next step. Next, we'll go to the top view and select both of the spin circuit assembly, and there are all 3 spin circuits and cutouts center, all for clicking in the middle. So now we should bring some more shapes into the play. Here is the cutout. We should have it also. And select both of the spin circuit assembly and all the 3 spin cutouts. So we should have 3 of these, I believe. So we just add 2 more. And once we did that, so we select all 3 of them. Once we select all 3, we have to align them. So once we align them, we should align it with this too, I believe. And basically we just, let's move back again. Let's take a look at here to explain to us better. We select the whole thing and we select align. Okay, so maybe we can move this because it's in our way at the moment. Let's select our shape and move it to the other side. And let's see it from the top view. And maybe from here we can basically move it a bit. Select the whole thing. Click align. Click the middle one. And once you do so, you can select again middle here. Now we have the whole thing together. Once we have that, we can just follow step by step and we continue to the next step. Let's just take a look from other sides to make sure everything is perfect. Seems good. Next, we have to select the Mr. Monkey and click on the solid color in the inspector and check the transparent box. So we click the monkey, we turn it a bit around so we can see all sides, and then click on the solid color. So we go find the solid color, to the shapes, solid color, and we select transparent. Once we do that, we can see inside and go to the next step. Next, we have to select, we can look at this video too to help us. We can select the whole thing and align them again. So you select the whole thing, click align. So let's just command all except this one and click align. There's a line. And or is it with the banana? I believe it's with the banana. So we control all and click align. And once we do that, we select this and then this, and then it should be fine. Let's take a look from other sides. Or maybe we have to, before we continue, we have to group this maybe. And then we command all and align and just mix them just like this. And once we do that, we can take a look in front also on other sides. Okay, that didn't work, so we go back. Maybe we have to ungroup it again and command all. And then I think we have to unselect the banana for this to work. So we go to the top view and mix this together. And then once we do that, we rotate Mr. Bananas monkey's arms should be aligned with the center of the object here, monitor axle, and continue to the next step where we are preparing Mr. Monkey for 3D printing and grouping them. So that we will not do because we don't have a 3D printer. So that's as far as you will go, and you can practice this. And of course, you can try to align the arms if you like to the body. So yeah, I think the rest is for 3D printing and you won't need it. And I think this one was a bit too advanced for you. And you didn't really make it 3D, you just explored how to align. That's fine. So at least you learn how to align things together. So I'll skip this lesson. You see, it's too much. It's very complicated topic for this. So let's go to the last one and skip it. So for this one, it was very complicated and not useful for you, but what it was useful for was to explore and review how to align objects again. So the rest are very complicated. I think they are mostly for 3D printing, especially these. The other ones you can still practice. It seems like it's just 3D, but anyway, you can go through the whole thing to have a review on how to do the process again. But we have done a lot of practice so far. I hope you have been doing it at the same time as I was doing, and I hope you have learned something. And I hope you enjoyed this program. That's all for today, and I hope you have a lovely weekend and enjoy your holidays. Take care, stay safe. Hopefully see you around. All right, take care, stay safe. Bye-bye.